What up, YouTube? Doing a video of both 02s, the Honda 450 and the Cannondale. Everybody, come here. Fritzy, get over here. Hey, come here. I'm getting too far away. Cannondale. Last time I rode it, I had the fuel off and it was hard to start, which explains now why it was hard to start. This petcock was moved that direction instead of this direction. It did actually leak and allow some fuel through, so it finally started, but it was running poorly. It was popping. Took it out for a run and it actually started running better. I figured the plug was just getting fouled up from it being on the stand, because the past several times I'd started it had just been in the garage. So I thought, okay, maybe I just need to get out, put it under some load, rev it. So I did, and I came to a stop when I wanted to. I just pulled up to the garage, turned it off. I noticed it was dripping oil. So I think I had it a little overfilled, and I've got a breather that dumps right above the chain, so the oil will drip on the chain. It was just kind of slinging it around. No big deal that it was dripping oil. But then I was like, you know what? When I found the petcock was off, I was like, I'm going to try to start it with the fuel on. And it wouldn't start. Like, you hit the button and it just went click. So I checked the battery voltage. It was pretty decent. It was about 13. Also noticed the fuel pump wasn't kicking on anymore. So I threw some juice to it. Wasn't doing anything. I put it in gear, knocking it back and forth. It felt to me like the engine was locked up. So I thought, great. I don't know how I just grenaded the engine, but it ran good, and I turned it off on my own power. You know, it didn't just shut off and drag its wheel to a stop. So I pulled this polished cover right here and pulled out the clutch gear, and with the back tire off the ground in third gear, I was able to spin it around. So I pulled the plug looked good, cylinder wasn't hydro locked, cylinder didn't look bad. I mean, nothing looked bad. So I figured that starter had to be a problem. And so here's the starter, and it is a problem. You can see it's all grindy and barely spins. So I got a new one from Dave Mueller, and it spins just like normal. So I thought, okay, well, that's the problem. That's why you hit the button and it's going eh. So there's a new starter. I was able to get it in there without pulling the engine. And I checked the battery. It was really low. It was down to about 5 volts. So I let it sit on the charger, got it up to 12.5, up to 13. And right now it's sitting about 12.9. It was barely spinning the engine over. Fritzy, come here. Fritzy! Let's figure out where that dog went. Hold on, let me go. Hold on, pause. Dog has been located. Get inside. Alright. So, where I left off was I was able to get the engine to turn over, but it was just going slow. It was really laboring, and it's just not right. Plus, I couldn't get the fuel pump to turn on anymore. So I have absolutely no clue what the heck is wrong with it. But I'm guessing it's engine related, and I guess there's a chance that I could have smoked the fuel pump by running it, having it starving for fuel. You know, having to strain so hard to get through the petcock. So maybe that's all it is. It's just a fuel pump. But man, this thing, what a cantankerous bike, and hard to work on, and hard to get knowledge on, and hard to find parts for. Just hard. Contrast to this thing, I just rolled this out. You'll notice it's got a newer seat cover on it. That's the cover it should have had. I was able to get that thing installed. It came from Throttle Jockey. Had a little logo there that I was able to get off. But this started 7 kicks. I'm pretty sure the carburetor was empty. And it runs good. I think it's all original. So, and it's light. It's just interesting, you know, that O2, man, if I were Cannondale and that thing came out, I'd have been worried. And so, long story short, with this thing, it's just gonna sit for a little bit because I'm gonna have to pull the engine and figuring out how to rebuild that thing. I just don't have the time for right now. But as attractive as it would be to send it to Cannondale, I think I would rather do the work and learn a little more about it. I just don't want to learn about it today. So that's the update. Peace.